Oh man, this episode was fucking atrocious on my expectations. Damn it. It decimated my expectations. Okay, point blank. Best Naruto Shippuden episode of 2013 by an avalanche. You know what? No, what the hell was I saying? One of the best episodes of the series. The animation, there was a little bit of a fumble in the sequence where Madara gets the sword and starts taking out ninjas, but it's a very short sequence, and the only fumble that I can point out in that respect is that everything was happening so fast that I think the animators either didn't have time or didn't want to, add more detail into the whole thing. But again, that's because it was just going on so fast. But when you have an episode and it starts with the shade of a cloud, not even the cloud, but you see the shade of the cloud on the sand, and the shade looks like it could be fucking real, that is some high quality animation. The Shinobi looked kind of ghetto at one point, like you could tell the way their teeth were being drawn and their nostrils were like flaring. Music, please, somebody give me that track or tracks. The way they use the drums to build up the tension, perfecto. And then Madara taking out bitches like he's playing hopscotch with them. Holy crap. When Madara starts running towards them, you see this chick with like a pendant or a rosary. And yeah, that's probably your best bet at that point. But the second funniest thing, in my opinion, was he kicked a Shinobi so deep into the sand that I think he died due to asphyxia. It is a slaughter. It is so bad. At one point, this one Shinobi goes underground to try to grab his feet. Madara predicts that way ahead of time, takes out all those people, and then... Okay, somebody throws a kunai at him. He catches the kunai. It has an exploding tag. He detaches the tag, sticks it to somebody else, and uses the he uses the same kunai to take out the guy who threw it. What type of boss level bullshit is that? Like, I don't waste anything. I use your own weapons to take you out. And speaking of that sword, that sequence that I mentioned earlier, that sword he got from somebody else. Props to Tamari for using her wind wave to send him out flying. Props to the water style users that blocked the fire that came after that. And props to the Tsuchikage, Gaara, and Naruto for working together and trying to do something. Gaara pushes him aside, tries to push him aside. Then Naruto comes in with an Odama Rasengan, and then the Tsuchikage makes the ground rise up. I think he could have used the Rinnegan to absorb it at that time, but he just decided to show his cards in order, so instead we see a giant Susanoo fist knock Naruto away. Gaara remembers Sasuke's Susanoo, and he's like, external attacks don't work on this. So he ends up using the sand at Madara's feet to get him out of there. Throw him so that Naruto can come in with the Rasen Shuriken, and that's where the Rinnegan activates. And we get some hints here in terms of like how he was able to obtain it before his death. He has a conversation with Kabuto about how he really didn't die at the Valley of the End. So when Kabuto says that he did something to Madara's body to give him a power boost, it becomes very, very obvious, especially by the end with him using wood style, that doggy style, wood style. No, that has something to do with the first Hokage, because if you remember the first Hokage in the first series, that was his specialty. Danzo had Senju DNA, and he was able to grow trees out of his ass. The conversation also lets us know that somehow Toby and the real Madara know each other, and that they have a plan, or that they were trying to accomplish something together. Lastly, just to keep the fangasming to a minimum, the meteor. I gotta say, I think it would have been a little bit better if that thing were on fire. But then, had it been on fire, Anuki wouldn't have been able to do shit. Because, I mean, his hands would have been burning. He would be like, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I did notice how back at HQ, they didn't call them meteors, they called them giant boulders, which I guess it's okay, but at the same time, I'm thinking, well, if they're not meteors, then where the hell did Madara pull them in from? You know? Common sense, you pull an object in from space, it hits the atmosphere, it heats up, it comes in on fire. So I don't know what type of atmosphere the Naruto world has. But regardless, you know shit is getting like pretty messed up when you see Naruto scared. Even if it's a clone, like that scene really got to me. To see Naruto running away, that is such a rare sight. You got Gaara over there screaming like he's about to give birth, and they actually do manage to halt the giant boulder. Then Madara's like, whoop, I brought in two. It's not gonna be a problem, is it? Oh, Anuki, you lost the shoe, bitch. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. I really did. And I think what made my appreciation grow was the fact that I know that Madara eventually he starts taking it a lot easier on the Alliance. The only thing I didn't like about the episode was that ending in which Naruto's gender is hella doubtful. But that's not even part of the episode. So thank you for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.